Hello Beans, I'm Roy. This is Blue Bean Harvest number 9 completion, next bit, whatever, 10. Roy's radio, me, not worried about things. So I'm just going to crack on. I wanted to finish off and clarify some things that I said yesterday. I said about the people believing in one God, which is wrong, there's only one God. Just to clarify that and take away the conclusion, unless you're thinking of yourself as the single expression of love in divine form, that's what you are, that's what I am, that's what we all are, then if you're thinking of someone else as being God, separate from you, then you're wrong, okay? I've got just wanted to clarify that. I'm going to come back to some other bits and pieces, things that I said in relation to people that feel persecuted, people that identify as Jewish or gay or Sikh or Aboriginal or black in the States or black anywhere else, just if you feel as though you're being persecuted in any way, shape or form, okay? I'm sorry about the sound quality. I updated these yesterday because I didn't work on the video that I did yesterday. So I've updated them both units, updated all software, and of course the epoxy thing didn't work. So anyway, thank you Rode, piece of shit. Anyway, it's just the way it's meant to be, I don't know why. I'm talking about a couple of things today. I mentioned before, videos back, about the situation here with me personally. I want to reiterate this at that time. I live in a house that's been sold. It's owned by the church and they're selling it to repair a roof. The property is up for about $375,000 Australian. If there are any investors out there and you could use a property like this, can you buy it so that I can stay here and do what I do, without bashing the rent up stupidly? It would help. It's just a bigger help. I don't have to own the place. I just want somewhere to have stuff so that I can do things. That's all. Till whenever. Yeah, everything will be right. Anyway, so if you want to do that, that'd be great. So with a view to personal growth in the sense of self-supporting in this strange paradigm that we've created, with a view to supporting myself and helping others, I've written books. I've laid these out in order. So this is, you can see on the back there, I'm going to show this 13, whoops, just make sure I've got everything's still there, yeah. So 1331 Press, that's me. There we are, 1331 Press. I don't know if you can see that. Probably bashed the camera again. Let's just have a look at the picture. Yeah, that'll do. So Charlie's Guide, I did this in 18, 19, published it in 19. This is the first book. There's lots of stuff in here that can help you. Everything is exactly as it should be, else it would be different. Yeah, you understand the truth in relation to that. Will delivers unto you exactly that which you create. Yes, it's preface. So at the beginning, what will you do? I will leave a guide. To what end? To encourage assessment and future growth, to talk of things that answer questions, to demonstrate the great simplicity of it all, that they may walk in the present and create, using the divine awareness as their only compass, free to follow their heart. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Yes, so at the back. Oh. Constructs, the perception of manufacture. This is the line. There, look, 6-sided, not cube. So, anyway, remember the word we hear is enough to change our being. Me, 20th of the 12th, 2021. Oh, what's the date today? It's quite close, wasn't it? Yeah, 20122021. Lovely, we like that. Anyway, the second book that I wrote with a view to supporting myself and sharing stuff is this. Because what we're talking about is changing society. All right, how do we change society? Well, first we change ourselves. If we focus on changing ourselves, everything else follows. Everything in this space, in this three-dimensional space, is an outpouring of your desire. So everything that's apparent in this world, we've desired. Pretty shitty, really. Where's it all come from? Fear. Yeah. I always think of warlords, you know, in war rooms, generals and colonels and field marshals and all these warmongers full of fear. And I hope we don't have to use this, and I really don't. We need this because we need to show that we're stronger, and if we're stronger, they won't dare rise up against us, and that way we can maintain the peace. But we maintain the peace balanced on the edge of a knife, and the knife cuts through the perceived harmony, because there's always war there. Anyway, Charlie's poem is all about the eradication of money. It's very straightforward, it's very simple. And Charlie's poem is an exploration into the only alternative social paradigm available, one that will truly change everything. Still, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Within its simple rhyming structure, it offers the promise of absolute equality for all human beings. As a species, we evolve through experience. We are driven by desire, by the desires we imagine. Charlie's poem challenges everything. Time to imagine new. Okay, it's very simple. If you buy these from me, yeah, this is the second version of this, the second edition. This is the second edition. The first editions were by Balboa Press. Please do not buy those. Balboa have never contacted me from the 4 books I published. They don't seem to be doing things right, as far as from my experience. So this has got twice the information in it from the first edition anyway. Charlie's Guide, second edition, please buy that. Charlie's Poem, please buy that. This little version, second edition. Now this one here, these 2 books, Charlie's Plan. Yeah, it's very straightforward. This is all about, I'll do a second edition under 1331 Press, because I'm moving everything away completely from Balboa Press. Do not buy the Balboa Press versions. So this talks about God, I, love, life, planet, family, community, society, soul, love and aspects of our new life solutions in the new paradigm, buy money, hello love, community work, from God's perspective, conclusions, final thoughts, and of money, religion and politics. So look, there's lots of information there. I'll be getting it out to you. I'd like to focus more on the publishing and getting the poetry out. I'll come back, oh, that's no good. So the 4th book, let's just have a look at this very quickly. Charlie's Way. Don't buy this Balboa Press version, I'll be doing it again. So this, what does this talk about? Kaching, a book of change, history, a sequence of events, money, politic reflection, religions, us the individual, us the couple, us the family, us the local community, us the global family, health and education, talking shit plus other stuff, Who Loves You Baby? 81, page 81. That's very interesting. That's quite a challenge. I'll have a look at that. Page 81. Page 81. What we're going to do. Page 81. Here we go. Let's dive straight in. Page 81. Page 81. Who Loves You Baby? A taster, pardon the pun. All right, what is that? A month-long challenge coming to a planet near you. It's called Prove You Love Your Child Month. Adults, children all take part to support each other for mutual benefit. Wow, how cool is this? Here's what we do. You focus on the inner child, and if you have children, they take part in this too. For 1 month, we have no sugar. For 1 month, we drink water and freshly squeezed vegetable juices. No confectionery sweets, lollies of any kind. We zero processed foods. We know white flour based products. We reduce our meat intake. Eat if you must, for now. Zero takeaways. So what would happen if, when, some, most people, all people try to give this a go? Maybe we would just get healthier. Maybe we would learn the benefit of God's natural foods as the primary or only form of sustenance that we engage in. This would help us to quiet the carnal cravings of uncontrollable gluttony. All right? When you think of excuses for what you do, what happens to you, and everything else, I tell you now, everything in your life is there by your hand, your choice, your desire. Yeah? Everything. So if you're sick, fat, lonely, unhealthy, dying, fed up, I don't care what you are, if you feel however you feel, it's your choice to feel this way. What you engage in, that's your choice. So I'm going to come back to all of this in a little while. Sorry. Maybe we would just get healthy. Maybe we'd learn the benefit of God's natural foods as the primary or only form of sustenance. This will help us to quiet the carnal cravings of uncontrollable gluttony. I'm planning for this event in early 2020. It's 2024 already, so lots of shit has happened. Earlier, if the mood and motivation consumes us, support will be available to help the planet. Okay, so there you go. How we make this happen. All right, so that's in there. I'll get this out again. Strawberry Angel and the Bean, it's just under 40,000 words. It's a rhyming poem. Someone said that rhyming poem is childish and rhyming poem is stupid. Just do it then. Yeah, it's like, Yeah, I like rhyming poem. I like rhyming poetry because I like the flow. It's like a train. Yeah, it's like a slow train moving in your mind, delivering the truth through the words you hear and you take on board. Remember that we don't hear every word we hear. We're very selective. Okay? We discern. What's it all based on? Well, it's based on a lot of things. And a lot of time that is the control of the ego. I'm sorry about the sound quality. I'll say that again. It's these fucking road things. Useless. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. So anyway, there's those books. So remember, these two you can't get yet. Focus on these two and that one and this. Okay, Charlie's Guide. Okay, you can get these from like Barnes and Noble and Amazon, or you could email me, roydow@outlook.com. Yeah. I'll ship these out to you. You can send me an email. I'm not expecting masses and masses. I'd like to have masses and masses. That'd be really cool, because then I could get more stuff out. This is my first collection of poetry, and I have 2 other books ready to publish now. I've just got to do it. But I've got another book that I want to get out first, which is very important. No. It's a very, very interesting tool of potential. Anyway, so yeah, there's their 3031 press, Turning the Plough. Okay, I've actually registered this with the library in Australia, I think, whatever it is. But here, look, focus. Morning, morning beams of wonder. Can you feel the rising tide? Feel the energy increasing. Useless then to run and hide. Moving on next graduation, spinning faster, tighter too. Energy evolves the unceasing, so much more that you can do. It's like you lost the invitation, guess you don't know why you're here. Perhaps I can be of assistance, help you lose that sense of fear. Feel the sense of new beginning, dawning on a brand new age. Here we learn the truth of loving, so unique, a different page. You can wonder where you came from, where you're going, what's your purpose? What's this merry dance we're in? I've heard this song before. Never fear an exploration, build awareness in your feeling. Thinking then is just creation, all of truth laid on the floor. The choice of how this world continues, single paths laid side by side. Here the choice made in an instant. Never can you say you tried. For always you achieve and win, and always as you want to do. And this is why I now explain the choices here laid out for you. Love, you feel, you understand, and so I demonstrate for you exactly just what love creates if you would choose to see it true. A mother won't accept a child dying, trapped beneath the car. She simply lifts the 2-ton monster fueled by love from yonder star. Moving all collected atoms, all is focused by your will, actions based on motivation. Swallow such a simple pill. Think of all you could accomplish, all you see with focused mind. You could now embrace the living, feel your soul through being kind. Death and dying, done and dusted, journey on because you can. Take control of will and focus. Be a different woo or man. Choose to now expand awareness, see things different in your mind. Love's a force of change and action. Here your motivation find. When you die, you hold awareness, smooth transitions. Worry not, a choice you made when you began. I promise you, you just forgot. Today I sit in meditation, close my eyes and call my name. Made a choice for revelation, now a player in the game. Now's the time to change direction. Choose and walk your purpose found. Understand the task before you, resurrecting from the ground. Change the vibe, the quicker motion, body changing all the time. Close the mind to all temptation. Focus will on finding prime. Things can change within your body based upon the frame of mind. Need to move to high vibration. There a truth for you to find. Time to see the new beginning dawning here before your eyes. Feed on living food and life. Abandon now the world of lies. Here then is the new creation, based on all you want and need. Here the task is learn of love, and so with you I sow the seed. Time to rest and seek within each day, a journey found in love. Now become the great creator, guided by the hand above. Turning the Plough. Very, very powerful poetry. If you would take it on board. So, let's carry on. Again, I'm sorry about the sound, it's just Rode and Apple don't play together. Aren't playing together. I don't know why. So, What is the big message for Christmas? Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. So, calendars, time, jobs, schools, education, rules, regulations. I don't care what it is, none of it is needed. Yeah, there you go. The only thing that's needed is knowing. That is the only game. It's the only purpose, the only goal, the only destination. There is no other thing to do. It's just be divine, embrace the love, project love, allow, observe, look on in awe and wonder at the beauty of it all. Look at all your fellow godlike expressions of love expressed in form based on the creation of light. Yeah, so it's all very simple, very straightforward. That's all you got to do. Nothing else. But what's the big deal then? I go on about this. Like I talked about the Saudi king trapped and all the other people trapped because we can't give these things up, and that's true. You know, the notion of survival is one that goes back to our earliest days, in the sense of creation, creating a receptive form, one that we could inhabit and spark life in and be within. Use the vessel. Use the vessel for experience. What's the purpose of the experience? Well, there is no purpose. It never was in the beginning an idea that boof, this is the game. The single purpose is the creation of awareness and the expansion of the awareness. The awareness, becoming aware, embrace the notion of separation based on observation and experience. And from that moment, we're building upon this idea of doubt. And with doubt comes fear. The truth is that if this vessel, if I died, then in the sense of not using this vessel anymore, then I still am, because you're watching. And if you're watching, I am. It seems crazy, but you have to understand that you're not that form sitting, watching, thinking, expressing, creating. Yeah? You're part of a collective whole that has a notion of individuated awareness that is based on error at the point of conception. And that has been built on and built on and built on and built on. Remember, in the one place, we have right in the middle, oh, there's the dot. So we have the dot in the middle, sorry about the sound, and effectively, everything in awareness has just been built on and 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 built on, blah, 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 yeah? And the idea is that we would clear all this away through the catalyst that comes before us. So let's come back to all those that are feeling persecuted. So if you're in an abusive relationship, let's start with that. there's a lot of, they say 1 in 3 relationships in Australia have elements of overbearing control and potentially violence expressed from the controller to the controlled. There's persecution in the sense of weakness. There's perceived weakness from another because you're not like me. This is the big bully. The big bully is very sad. If you're a bully, understand that you're a coward. Understand why you're a coward and how you're a coward, and then see if you can find the real courage and the real strength within yourself to actually exercise control over yourself, because that's your core weakness. Your core weakness is that you can't control yourself to stop doing things that in the light of a day you would say, no, I don't want to do that. I don't think that person should be doing that, which is a judgment. So the idea is that all we have to do is look after ourselves. If everyone just focuses on self, it doesn't matter what anyone else does, whether they rape, murder, pillage, steal, kill, it doesn't matter. That's their choice. If you're a youngster watching this, understand it's still your choice. You have zero excuses. Okay? As an individual here in this form, from about the age of 10, 11, we start to become aware, and that sense of self develops in possibility. The only problem, of course, is the parents of the child, the siblings of the child, the extended relational family in the child, around the child. School is such a... Damn, school is fucked up. Anyway. All you people, so mean and spiteful. I've seen some terrible displays of anger and frustration coming out. I've done the same. Let me make that mistake. Let me make that clear. There's that idea of moving towards perfection, again, is as we go through this process of unfolding and moving it away and out of our awareness, because we just don't need it anymore. We understand, we see, we know, and slowly we get back to the beginning where we are, and we are just this awareness, and it's like, oh yeah, I can get it now, I get it, yeah, I see it, yeah, we're all God. How great is that? Yeah, it's good, it's fantastic. So, I just want to focus at the moment on the Jewish people, because there's a lot of, there's Jewish people all over the world, and it's really silly. Okay, now, I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at you, I'm just laughing in the sense, I'll make sure this is recording actually. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so let's look. The bottom line is that you've all missed the point. I'll say that again. The bottom line is that you have all, every one of you, you've all missed the point. I'm going to say it again. Every one of you, you've all missed the point. So, if you experience what you would identify as unlovingness in your life, you've chosen to walk this path to allow you to find truth within yourself, which will elevate you in your perception to go above and beyond this, to break free from these cycles that trap you, okay? These cycles of persecution. You need to move away from identification. This is for everyone again. Move away from religion. Keep the notion of God, the big G, here. All right? But it's the idea of going in and there's no problem with going in and singing songs. It's quite merry, but it's the idea that you're reinforcing by going. You're not stating in your mind, and you're not being free from the chains of your belief. All right? All belief current is eradicated when you take on board the knowing, the truth of who you are. It becomes a nonsense. It's December the 23rd. Who gives a fuck? You know, it's Christmas. So what? You know, what's Christmas? Well, it's nothing. It's just an opportunity for people to sell shit. For people to feel pressurised because of the association of what Christmas is. Christmas is nothing. Because there's no Jesus Christ. That's just a story. And why is it a story? All right. So remember that the Jewish people don't believe in Christmas. Yeah? Because it's a nonsense. Yeah, that's right. It came out 300 years after Joshua ben Joseph. Joshua ben Joseph channeled this book. Understand this. Shanti Christo. There is so much truth in this book. In fact, this book is really all you need, if I'm honest. Well, that's not even true. You don't actually need that book. You don't need anything because you are. You have to, honest, always. That's how it is, anyway. So, think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it, people, yeah? I'm a Jewish person. I'm feeling persecuted. It's like, well, you've just invaded somewhere, and forgive me, but was it 1947? You just carved out somewhere and said, right, everyone fuck off. This is mine. That's not very nice. It's not yours. Look at me. It's not yours. You just got this label of, yeah, all right, we're Jewish people. So what? There were people before you and people before them. All right? There is nothing special about anyone. It's special about everyone, because everyone is the same. And if you think you're better than anyone else, then you're sadly wrong, because we're all just God. You really need to start getting this. This is the message this Christmas. Wake the fuck up. You know, understand what it's all about. It's so easy and simple. Okay. Strawberry Angel and the Bean is a lovely rhyming poem. I'll leave you with this. No, I won't, actually. I'd rather leave you with the seed poems. There's 2 poems. I don't think it's in the seed. I think it's in volume 2, and then the second seed poem is in volume 3. Anyway, yeah, I don't understand why people don't see this. Anyway, so yeah, that's it, beans. There's a load of videos that I've put up about the creation of the universe and stuff like this. You know, how do you get something from nothing? I've answered that. 1 + 1 = 1. I've told you how that works and why. I'll reiterate that. Okay, let's just do that again. So, 1 plus 1 equals 1. Why? There's God. So again, if we conceptualize that God is contained, as in we know God is infinite, yeah, I'm infinite, you're infinite, all this is infinite, 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 infinite. Limitless, 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 limitless. There is no constraints on anything as perceived. So everything's there, but if there's nothing outside of God, then everything that we think, do, say, speak, experience, witness, whatever, create, everything is in there. Everything that we don't create is in there. Everything is in there. There's nothing outside of it. So in that sense, there's all of us, and they've all come from there. Because there's only God. All right? Think about this. I'll do it again. I'll do it again so that you can get this. All right? Because this, why is this important? Well, because once you start getting this into your head and you start saying, oh, wow, hold on a minute, I am God. Not in the sense of this elevated self. You know, ooh, look at me, I'm God. Pull yourself down to earth. Put your feet on the ground. Remember who you are. You're God like everyone else. Next. That's as simple as it is. All right, so there I am. I'm everything, and everything comes from me. Everything comes from me. This magnet comes from me. Yeah? This other magnet comes from me. This magnet comes from me. These toothpicks that I've used to create the six-sided structure here. Yeah. So creation is repeat. Repeat what I know. Repeat what I know. Yeah. Repeat what I know. Is it? Yeah. Hydrogen. Repeat what I know. Together forms stability. Continue. Create what I know. Create what I know. Forms stability. Create what I know. Create what I know. Repetition of the same. We can see this in number sequences. Yeah, I've done a video on this. There's several sequences. Anyway, so the idea is, well, if you're there, you're me, and that's there, and that's me, and everything there is me, and everything can only come from me. So 1 plus 1 equals 1, because each is derived from the same. I'll draw it out this way. Oh. There we go. 3, 6, 9. So, still the same. All that comes from there. So when you begin to realise and understand that you are God, that there only is God, that there's only ever been God, and that you are God, and everyone else is God, everything is God. Yeah, and then slowly, surely, you will move inward. That's what we need to do. So, one thing I want to say and come back to is the idea of we've forgotten the reason. The idea is that we forgive every situation. We come into a moment. Remember, a moment can be a lifetime. Big moment. A moment can be, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. So, the idea is that we've come into the moment, and in this moment, what's before us? What's apparent? Externally and within. This is apparent externally. What's apparent within? There's all this commotion. I feel fearful. Oh, right, okay, so this is what it's like to be fearful. Why am I fearful? Oh, because, oh, right, they're doing that. Yeah, I can see that. Interesting. Do I like it? No. I go. Simple as that. All right, I'm in this situation. Oh, someone's got a gun to my head. Oh, wow, this is what it's like to be murdered. Incarnate. So, to err is human, to forgive is divine. So, I hope you can hear all this stuff. It's I'm so fed up with the road. Updated the devices, all updated properly. Updated the software. switch them on as normal and they don't work. Still, it might be a phone update even. I haven't done that, I'll check that. Okay, so, thank you for that insight. Who am I thanking? Myself. When we close our eyes and we get this little voice, that little voice is the voice of soul, the voice of spirit, which you are. Telling yourself what's what. Eat, pause, go, stop, cry. It's just reactions, yeah. It's, hold on a minute, why am I doing this? What's this? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Understand. And then none of this affects you. It's just playful experience to understand. When you understand, then, oh yeah, I can let that go, remember? Forgiveness. Yeah. I understand why you shot my wife. Merc, I understand why you let my wife die. My wife as was here. Yeah? So that I would feel X, Y, Z, that things would happen here, that I would experience that my son would experience this, that our children would experience this. You know, it's just part and parcel of experience, and we forgive, and we embrace, and we love. It's like, we see the lack of love. We understand the reason for the lack of love. When we understand the reason for the lack of love, we can see a process. Yeah, I can see that, I can see that, I can see that. I understand how that's worked for you. And there, but for the grace of God, and the grace is my knowing, yeah, there, but for the grace of God go I, because I know that I'm doing, I shouldn't have done that. I'm not going to do it again. I've made a choice. I forgive myself for doing that, yeah, and I'm not going to do it again. Now I can move on. So what about the other person forgiving me? That's their choice. You understand? It doesn't matter whether you do something to another or where something is done to you. You must find forgiveness inside for yourself, as well as obviously forgiveness externally, to understand how and why. Everything is there to learn. And when we learn, we increase our knowing. Okay? If we increase our knowing, then it affects the way that we be. Okay? It increases the way that we can find acceptance and tolerance in others' being. Unloving. Doesn't mean they're right, doesn't mean it's acceptable, it means it's their choice. I've come back to Ping, Putin, Trump, Netanyahu, yeah, all you warmongers, all you manipulators, yeah, all you highly fearful people. It's time for you to embrace that sense of knowing yourself and lead the people in the right direction by opening up to the truth within your own knowing, your own heart, mind, soul. Yeah, unfired. Yeah, you can buy this house. Someone buys the bloody house, lets me stay there. Anyway. Look at the books. Yes, I'm asking for myself to support me here, to help me. I'm producing. Yeah, support me, people. Let me get this message across to you. Join me. Do what I'm saying. Why? Because it's you saying it. How's that so? Because we're all one. How do you know divine messages? Well, let's see how they resonate with you in your sense of being. Should you be loving? Should you stop this or that? Yeah, should you take a different perspective? Should you try and find the strength and courage within yourself to be what you want to be, loving? To be God? Yeah, to be the most gentle, the most compassionate, the most caring, loving, kind, considerate person, because you are fearless in your beingness. The most powerful person in the world does nothing because there is no need. Oh dear. Ego, 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 ego. Children, 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 children. Anyway, that's it. I don't know how long I've been going. Let's see, it's probably about 41 minutes at least. 45, 44. Well, it's actually 45, 41. Anyway, I'm going. It's been a long one. Yeah, love all round beans. Happy Christmas, whatever. It's just a nonsense thing.